All right, wanted to give you a tour of all the work we did this week. That is a web component. That click is a web component. And that is a web component. And that is a web component. And that is a web component. So the user experience is getting pretty damn awesome. I'm not going to lie. Scroll Spy has now been merged with the nav structure, so this is auto-read off of the headings it finds in the document, and then builds a little deep dive navigation automatically. Funny question, what is an NGDLE? Well, I don't know. Let's see, it might be this, or it could be over here as well, teaching science courses. Gosh, that is, how about that? You can see the concept still works rather well. This is specifically coming from, if you notice in the URL, we got markdown files. These are actually generated off of markdown files from a platform called Gitbook. So they didn't actually author any of this content in here. ELMS basically becomes the presentation engine, because it's starting to present stuff really well, and it's also engineering this data off of it. So you're starting to leverage the advantages of a CMS, where you can run through and generate analytics and things like that, as well as everything starts to get hooked up to XAPI. This is another Gitbook-based course, and this is in arts and design. So of course, there's an awesome banner my buddy Michael Collins made, and you can see he's still flushing out content, but we can see that our little nav structure works here very nicely, no matter how we navigate, whether it's with the keyboard or if we need to go through the outline as a whole. So it's getting pretty darn clean. You can see it running here in these 3 different instances. Latest version of H5P has been merged into the stack as well, so it has its own slew of UX improvements. Pretty darn happy with it. These are also components there. I'm starting to play with the icons. That icon actually is a component, which you can only really notice sometimes you catch it sleeping. See how it was actually rendered while the rest of the theme, if I do it again, you can see it blink real quick. This is actually treated much more like it's native than these, which are font driven. So it's a neat little side effect of it. Still renders way better in Chrome and Opera than Firefox and Safari. They're lagging behind, unfortunately. They still work, but there's a noticeable skip to it, which is unfortunate. Let's go to fake course here. So, I mean, I'm sure you saw that, right? It's kind of like a Flash of Bun style content. It's not horrific. It's a little annoying for sure. And I'm sure as I decouple, from the past frameworks we were using, design frameworks wise, this render will get faster and the polyfill will get faster. So it's a minor annoyance, but it's still there. I wanted to point it out. Safari, it's even more notable, unfortunately, because the polyfill's slower there. Yeah, now that was first load. Let's do subsequents. Yeah, see, it's pretty significant actually. Safari, which is interesting. It must just be the version that I'm running of Safari. I'm not actually positive. 10.1. Okay, that's fairly new. So newer versions of Safari are supposed to be faster. I have a managed machine, so I cannot upgrade that. But yeah, I mean, you could just see the promotion of those items right there. So we also we don't recommend Safari. But that's obviously not something everyone can do. So this is a preview of what's coming out in 080 very soon as we stop